Hey everyone, we are walking to the beach right now and really excited, stuff to share. My sister's coming from America. So,
was it what you expected?
so we have a whole month with her, and we might just have some downtime, but realistically, you know, we just are at the point, we don't think we're gonna have too many visitors, if any other visitors ever coming here. And so we want to do it right.
But we welcome all visitors.
Please come. But we're so excited she's gonna come. So we have a little bit of an itinerary that we have created, but we really need some help. So we want to go through the itinerary, rough itinerary right now, and it's really sunny. And see what you all think. If you guys have other suggestions for us to do, please let us know in the comments below. With that said, let's get into it. Come on, focus camera. As I'm getting this ready and getting this all out, we are walking to the beach, and this little one likes being a dinosaur. Yeah, she had a little fall. You want to show your hand? Yeah. It'll be okay though, right? You just make it all better. All right, let's get to the itinerary.
Day one, Lauren arrives, and we're just gonna have a chill day. I'm gonna do a little bit of Nelson, a little bit of up here in Kaikoura where we live, and then the next day, Nick and Lauren are going to go on the Abel Tasman Abel Tasman hike.
Great hike.
It is a great walk of New Zealand, which is it's a beautiful kind of subtropical, beachy, rainforesty kind of walk, which is one of my favorite walks. I, however, will not be joining because it's going to be an overnight hike. They're not going to do the whole thing. We're just going to do, they're going to hike on day one, go into Torrent Bay, which is a really pretty beach. And then the next day they're going to hike and go to either Tōtaranui or Awaroa Beach. And they'll just take the water taxi out from there. Awaroa is like it's a big estuary that you have to watch the tides to make sure that you cross at the right time. Otherwise, it adds like 4 hours to your trip. So I think ending there is a good point because it means that they don't really have to think about timing or anything like that. And it's just a really kind of easygoing 2-day hike. It's just about like 4 hours on each day, 4 to 5 hours of hiking each day. What is that? Those are mushrooms, sweetie. So then we're just going to have another couple chill days in kind of Kaikoura area where we live.
Maybe take our boat out.
Probably
not. If anybody wants to buy a boat, by the way, you let us know. That's where we're at with that.
And then Nick and Laura might do a day trip up to Golden Bay or Wharariki Beach, depending on how like the weather is and how they're feeling. So after a couple days up here, we are going to head down to Kaikoura, and we're going to go through the Marlborough Sounds and just do a little bit of a scenic drive to get there. Going to spend a night in Kaikoura, maybe do a little bit of wildlife watching. We'll see how we go. A lot of it's muddy. Thanks for telling us, sweetie. There's a resident sperm whale population there. There's lots of seals, lots of dusky dolphins, all kinds of marine wildlife. We get migratory orcas and humpback whales and blue whales all going past Kaikoura, and so there's lots of sea life to see.
Raya is trying to make her way out.
You contributing? So spend a night there and then go down to Christchurch. My family live in Christchurch, and then head straight to Akaroa Akaroa is on the Banks Peninsula, just south of Christchurch, and it's this cute little like French settlement in a natural harbor, and it's just really pretty. And again, lots of sea animals. We might do a penguin encounter there. You can do swimming with the dolphins there. So we'll spend a night in Akaroa, and then we will continue on and drive to Lake Tekapo. When we get to Lake Tekapo, we're gonna do just either a quick walk or a drive up to Mount John, and that is just a really cool vantage point over the lake. The lake is this glacier lake, so it is bright blue, and it's just really gorgeous. And so there's a little cafe up there too that we can have a quick snack at, and then yep.
You want Daddy to hold that? Okay. Thanks, sweetie.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, I'll talk to you soon. You're doing a good job. That's how Daddy's walking right now with his camera.
Is it okay with Raya crying?
Yeah. Well, you guys tell us. Is it okay?
So then we will spend the night at Lake Tekapo, and Nick and Lauren are going to attempt to catch some fish. There are the Tekapo Canals. If you've seen Nick's other videos, you can catch some awesome salmon and rainbow trout that are like huge in the Tekapo Canals. So they're going to do a night of fishing there. And then the next day we are planning on hiking the Hooker Valley track, which goes to another glacial lake at the foot of Mount Cook, which is the tallest mountain in New Zealand. Just a really cool alpine scenery. It's like a 3-hour hike, pretty flat and easy. It goes through a valley, so that's going to be fun. And then we'll stay another night in that area, either Tekapo or Twizel. We actually haven't booked any accommodation yet, so it's all pretty flexible.
What, sweetie?
Okay.
Oh, hi, Nikita. You're doing a good job. Still walking backwards. She's like, why are you going so slow? Can I just point out, like, I brought my phone because Naomi wrote out this whole itinerary, and I was like, oh, we need to check the itinerary. She's doing this all by memory, so go on. You're doing it.
Okay, we're coming. We're gonna go slow, okay? Because Mama's talking to the camera.
Real slow, sweetie.
Okay.
Okay.
Like a turtle. Nice job. And then we are gonna drive past Lake Pukaki, which is another gorgeous alpine lake that is bright blue as well. And we're gonna keep driving down to Queenstown. If anyone's like, if anyone's following this itinerary thinking that it might be a good itinerary for you, this is gonna be a pretty fast-paced road trip. And we also have friends in Queenstown so we're kind of planning a lot of that around them as well. Or not a lot of it, but just kind of timing wise, spending a bit more time in Queenstown. So when we get to Queenstown, I actually don't know the exact itinerary at that point.
Oh my goodness.
I know, right? So in Queenstown, we're just going to just explore around kind of Arrowtown, Queenstown, just have a bit of a chill day. And then after dinner, we're going to drive down to Tiano and spend the night there. Now, accommodation in Queenstown can be very expensive, so it can be a good option to stay in Tiano, where there's a little bit of cheaper accommodation. Plus it gets you closer to Milford Sound. So the next day we are going to be driving to Milford Sound, which is you probably have seen just these iconic photos of New Zealand with mountains like jutting out of this clear kind of still water. That's Milford Sound, and it's just absolutely beautiful. It rains a lot, so we're gonna hope it's not raining, but it's springtime, so guaranteed it will be raining. But we're gonna do a day cruise on the Milford Sound, and then drive back to Te Anau and spend the night there.
Uh-oh, dinosaurs
Oh,
coming.
boy.
Oh no! Dinosaurs coming!
The dinosaur's coming to get me!
Come on!
You got me! Oh no! And so yeah, after spending the next night in Te Anau, we will be driving back to Queenstown, and then, if I'm not mistaken, it'll be another chill day. We'll just kind of do some kid stuff in Queenstown, hang out with some friends, might do a hike. We'll go see Moke Lake, which is a little mini lake next to the big lake and kind of up in the mountains a little bit. Just a really pretty area. And then we have a secret hike around that area that we'll be doing with some really cool viewpoints.
And that's where we live. That's our backyard hike, for those of you who've seen like our 1,000 subscriber video.
And so after that hike, we'll be going to one of Nick's favorite restaurants in Queenstown. I love kimchi.
It is the bomb.
It is the bomb. It's got really good fried chicken. I think that's all we really get there.
Anything there is amazing.
Yeah. And then we'll spend the night in Queenstown. And the next day, we are going to go on the Earnslaw cruise. We have a year subscription with them because we love it so much. Their barbecue buffet lunch is incredible, if you've seen our video on that, and the farm tour, the Walter Peak farm. So yeah, that'll be super fun and just cool for Lauren to be a part of that. So after the Earnslaw, we are going to either stay in Queenstown or probably drive up to Wanaka and stay the night there, because the next day we're going to do a drive up the Matukituki Valley, which is one of my favorite places in New Zealand to drive. It's just this valley next to a river, and there's tons and tons of waterfalls that just come off of the mountains. So we'll do a drive up there, and then we'll hopefully, if the weather's good, be able to do one of my favorite hikes in New Zealand, which is the Roy Glacier. Beautiful leaf. You keep it and you keep going, okay? I'll hold it. Okay.
All right. I think we go to the beach, huh?
Yeah.
We're like almost there. This one is cooing. That one is being a dinosaur. All right, we'll be back. All right, 1 sec.
Are very jealous, and it didn't help that Nikki just spilt half her chips on the ground, so seagulls are a bit of a menace here in New Zealand. Alright, so after our night in Wanaka or Queenstown, we're going to be driving up the Matukituki Valley, and it's just a gorgeous valley that is next to a river, and it's about an hour and a half hour drive up, depending on how slow you want to go. It's a four-wheel drive track where you have to do river crossings and things like that, but pretty chill four-wheel drive track. And then there's just waterfalls all along the mountains on either side of you, and it's just really beautiful. At the end of that drive, there's a hike, which is one of my favorite in New Zealand, called the Roy Glacier Hike, and that's about a 4-hour hike round trip, and you go up to the base of like a glacier, and there's just all of these rugged rock faces around you, and you're surrounded again by waterfalls. It's just really pretty. So that'll be just a day trip, and then we'll head back to Wanaka after that, and then the next day we will be driving through Haast Pass, which is like a mountain pass that goes from Queenstown, Wanaka through to the west coast. So yeah, we will be leaving the middle of New Zealand and going to the very rainy west coast of New Zealand. We'll be doing a few stops on the way, and then ending up in Lake Matheson. Well, not in the lake, but by the lake, and doing a walk around that lake. It's just a very small lake. It's about a 45-minute walk around, and there is, if it's a calm day, then you can see a really pretty reflection in the water of Mount Cook. And then so we'll do that, and then we'll head into Franz Glacier. We won't go to the glacier that day because it's a pretty full-on day of driving. But we will be spending the night there. And then in the morning, after some breakfast, we'll head up the west coast to Hokitika. And around Hokitika, we'll be doing a couple things. There's a treetop walk we'll be doing, as well as possibly the Hokitika Gorge, which is just these bright blue river. So that'll be really fun.
You want to hang out with the big kids?
It's okay. Remember, just dust it off. It's okay. Okay. There you go. You did it. Good job, sweetie. Are you a little girl or big girl?
Big girl.
That's right.
So we'll go to, we're going to do like a side trip up into the mountains, into Arthur's Pass National Park. And yeah, she can have some too. We're sharing. Here you go. Mom will hold them, remember? There we go. Okay, don't drop any for the, see the birds are coming. See, they think you're going to drop it. So Mama's going to hold them, okay? So yeah, we'll head up into Arthur's Pass National Park, and that's just up in the mountains in between the east and west coast of New Zealand, South Island. And we'll be doing a couple things up there. Cave Stream is like a 1 hour walk through a cave system, and in the cave there's a flowing river, and so there's like kind of mini rapids and things that you have to work your way up through. So we'll do that, and then we'll also be doing the avalanche, no, not Avalanche Peak, what's it called? We'll be doing Devil's Punchbowl Falls, one of my favorite waterfalls. Yes, Nikita?
I'm going to go to the playground.
We are going to go to the playground, but we are going to play on the beach first.
5.
5?
No, 5.
Okay. Do you want to go chase the birds again?
No.
No. You want to keep eating chips?
Yes.
Okay, keep eating before they get cold. So then we are going to do the Devil's Punchbowl Falls, which is just a short little walk to a really gorgeous, very tall waterfall. And we'll also be doing a little walk through the foothills, which have just some really cool rock formations. It's called Castle Hill.
Nice job, Sue. You got
You got Dada? And then we'll just drive back to Hokitika and spend the night there. And then in the morning, we're going to continue up the west coast to Pukaki or Pancake Rocks, and do just a little bit of sightseeing there, and then head back home to Kaikoura from there. Probably stop at Maruia Falls. Oh.
Is it Raya who's dropping it? Oh, Raya. Are you dropping those? Are you dropping those? Yeah. And
Probably stop over at Maruia Falls and then head home to Kaikoura.
so that is South Island, and that encompasses what, like 2 to 3 weeks or so. So there's 2 weeks, so there's a lot going on there. No, it's really, well, like 2 to 3 weeks. And so we'll see the exact dates. But
if we condensed it all into just the itinerary and not just like hanging out at home and things, it would be 2 weeks. Yep.
so, did we miss anything? And that's again South Island. Everything we pretty much have done, but like that's part of it too. Like we have visitors, so like we want to show them like the best parts, show her the best parts of New Zealand. So we're really excited about that. But that's only South Island, and then we think we're gonna do a week to a week and a half up in the North Island as well. Do you remember the itinerary for the North Island? You want to go through it real quick? Quick speed run. So from Nelson to Picton, crossing the ferry, gorgeous ferry ride through the Marlborough Sounds up to Wellington, and then Wellington to Mount Ruapehu, and or Rapahu, and how I say it, and all these trucks on this pretty beach road. And then that's like Mountain Doom, so gorgeous area. We'll see, it's like considered one of the prettiest day hikes, like if not New Zealand, the world. So we'll see if we actually do it though, just because it's alpine region, so it might be a little bit too cold and snowy and just not great conditions, but hopefully we can do it. There's also like smaller day hikes we could do. So, and then from there, what are we gonna do? Go to the Coromandel Peninsula. So she knows exactly. Waitumu Caves, which are just such cool caves with glowworms, and it's like just pitch black. You're in a boat, like going through caves, seeing glowworms. It's so cool. And then from there, going to Hobbiton and seeing all like the Lord of the Rings stuff and everything like that. And then Rotorua or Rotua, and and seeing all the like hot springs and like volcanic valley area and everything like that. Really cool area. It smells horrible over there. And then, but it is very like otherworldly. And then from there, Coromandel Peninsula, and doing a bunch of the Coromandel stuff, which is where we were most of last winter, like Hot Water Beach, Cathedral Cove, which is like a lot of scenes in different movies like Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and Narnia movies and stuff like that. And then from there, going up to Auckland and doing Waiheke Island, or Wine Island, not White Island, Wine Island. Anyway, there's a whole thing. If people have been watching our channel, you know, like this whole Waiheke Island, Wine Island, White Island thing that I have. It was when we first came to New Zealand. I'll just say it real quick. We first came to New Zealand, we told everyone we're going to Wine Island. No one knew what we were talking about. Apparently just like tourists call it Wine Island. And everyone thought I was saying White Island, which is an island that had a volcano on it. That was a pretty like tragic incident. And so yeah. Anyway, Waiheke Island's amazing though, so we're super excited for that. There's a bunch of different vineyards, and it's out.
Bikes.
Yeah, ride bikes to different vineyards and basically just like try out different food at like all some wineries. So yeah, we're really excited for that, and it's gorgeous. And that's an island that you have to take a ferry to just outside of Auckland, which is a pretty big city. And we probably will end it there. We'll see if we have time. We might go up to, I think, like the tippity top of the North Island is so gorgeous with the giant sand dunes and Cape Ranga. I think that's like such a cool area. So we'll see if we have time, and like Pahia and all that area. I don't think we will have time though. We'll see. But anyway, I think we'll be pretty tired as well. So what did we miss, guys? Is there any like, what are you doing? Like, you're not gonna go to this area? If there is anything like that, you let us know. And my sister comes pretty soon though, so we're really excited, and we'll see. I mean, we might just be tired and might not do any of this. You know, we might just like.
We are tired.
Yeah, we are tired.
Do all of this.
That's not it. We might not be tired. We are tired. So yeah, but loving these little ones. Baby Raya, you are grown up, aren't you? Anyway, everyone, hope you're having a really blessed day. If there's anything we can pray for you for, please leave it in the comments below. And please keep us in your prayers. Again, we are tired. So
Pray for energy.
and just a great time as well. And, you know, obviously safety and all that. So appreciate you all. We'll see you guys soon.
get a break.